Hello? Hi, okay. Here, good.
All hail Shadow. Heroes rise again, obliterating everything that's not your friend. Going our bus after this song.
All right. Hello, everyone. It's been a while, huh? But Lili here, and I've got Evan with me. Evan, I think
Gamers, greetings.
Yes. Hello. 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 And I had a really fun idea for a stream series to do this year. So the original Sonic the Hedgehog came out in 1991, which, believe it or not, was somehow 30 years ago as of this year. So Evan is, as you can tell by their Discord icon, a big Sonic fan, as well as,
Yes.
of course I am. So we're going to play this year as many Sonic games as I can get my hands on.
It's going to be an experience.
It's going to be...
We've got a lot to get through.
There are a lot of Sonic games. And I'm not just talking about like Sonic 1, 2, 3 Adventure and then like, whatever. I'm talking about like,
We're binging. We're going through the entire 7 seasons of Sonic the Hedgehog on Netflix.
Right. So we're talking like Triple Trouble for the Game Gear, Uh,
Both versions of Sonic Spinball, the Genesis one and the Game Gear one.
the Saturn, Genesis, and Game Gear slash Master System versions of Sonic 3D Blast. Gonna squeeze all three of those in there somewhere if we can.
Sonic Heroes, all the character stories, even though that's just playing the same game 4 times and it's not a very good game.
Oh man, I've got a whole wacky list going. Um, Ooh, does Knights count? So I think we're not counting Sonic Team games, only Sonic games. And if Sonic makes a cameo, it only counts if it's like a major appearance. So like, oh God, what's the? I'm blanking on the name of it. The Sega version of Mario Paint, like Wacky Workshop. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Tales and the Music Maker, and then there was Sega Pico. Hang on, let me figure this out because now this is killing me too. Sonic Wacky Workshop.
I had the box art in
Wait,
my collage.
Wacky Workshop, Wacky Workbench is
Wacky-
what I think we're getting
Okay,
confused about because
okay.
that was the Sonic CD stage. I know Tales and the Music Maker was the other one that was like equivalent, and that was the other like Sega Pico educational Sonic thing. Not Sonic Schoolhouse. Fuck. Pico games. Wait. Sonic the Hedgehog's Game World? Is that the
It definitely started with a W. Oh, did that
one?
not make it into my collage? I remember like searching around for the box art.
Sonic the Hedgehog's Game World is another Pico game. I think there was also one for Genesis though. You're right. Hang on. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna figure this out. The
Wacky
no
World
how,
Creativity Studio. That's what it was. Wacky
God damn it.
World's Creativity Studio.
We
for
made
the
such a
Sega
big
Genesis.
deal out of this. We
I
made
know,
such a
we're
big
such
deal out
fake
of this.
Sonic fans.
And
We couldn't
now
remember
we're
the
like,
name of Wacky World's Creativity Studio for the Sega Genesis, the
and now
Sega
because of this
version of
whole
Mario Paint.
because of this whole scenario, we're like screwed into having to play Sega Wacky Fuck Zone. I already forget the name.
It's got Sonic and Tails on the box. It's
And
basically
like
it's
Toe Jam
basically
and
Mario
Earl?
Paint but Sonic. So
Toe Jam and Earl are in that one, right?
I've honestly actually I didn't even know about it until
I
I
think
was
that's the
researching for
one
this
that
project.
has.
So
Yeah, I think that's the one that has Toe Jam and Earl and Echo in it. That was their first big like. That was the precursor to Sega Superstars Tennis.
nice. Yes, Sonic Pocket Adventure is on the list. All three Sonic Advance games, Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure. Oh, what was the fighting game on the Game Boy Advance? Sonic, was it just called Sonic Battle? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure because there was also Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which I'm not sure if I'm going to classify Adventure 2 and Adventure 2 Battle as different games or not.
No, obviously,
Probably
definitely not.
And
No,
like
like
Adventure and Adventure DX, like those are basically the same game. So
yeah, like sorry, I think the best way to do that will be play like the PC DX version with like the Dreamcast conversion mod that everybody loves.
I actually have a physical Dreamcast, like
you know that would be
that I can
cool
get
too,
hooked
though.
up to my whole little world here. So
Yeah, and you would be able to like show off all the like the big advantage of that would be to show off all the holiday reskins for Station Square.
oh yeah, I don't know how I would get those on my VMU.
We'll figure it out.
I don't have a broadband adapter for my Dreamcast.
We'll figure it out.
I now have acquired into my collection a translucent pink Hello Kitty Dreamcast, which is like something I wanted my whole life and I was able to get recently, so that was fun.
That is a thing you own.
But today, we're starting at the very beginning. We're not going to go chronological through this whole thing, but I'm trying to think of, where we should start for this. Sonic 1 seemed like the right answer.
And it's on everybody's mind because they dug up the beta, the prototype.
Yeah, there was just a prototype of this found like yesterday. Well, I mean, it wasn't found yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yes,
it
was released just yesterday for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so that was really cool because it was the build that they sent out to like magazines and stuff. back when the game wasn't quite complete yet. So there were a bunch of screenshots and stuff of this version that ended up in magazines. And then when the actual game came out, things were different. And of course, people love to obsess over those little differences.
Oh yeah, we in the circles I've run in since I was a little Evan, we love to talk and think about Clockwork Zone.
Clockwork Zone is famous.
Clockwork. Everybody loves the Clockwork.
All right, but this is we're gonna play today. We're gonna play Vanilla Sonic 1 on the Sega Mega Drive, Sega Mega Drive Classics collection. So this is the original version, no mods. So there's no spin dash, which I'm gonna hate.
Is this this I'm assuming is like the raw original version, not any of the like more recent revisions that like fix the glitches with like spikes not giving you invincibility frames?
Pretty sure it's 1.0 because I did a playthrough of this to test out my setup, and spikes pretty much wrecked my shit every time I got near them.
I don't think they fixed that until like the Sonic Mega Collection release, and it's hard for me to go back. Like if I have to play Sonic 1, I would want to play that revision.
Yeah, the series has come so far since Sonic 1, and going back to it is a little rough. So
yeah,
I think we might both end up being a little negative on Sonic 1. I know I definitely don't rank it like super highly, but I feel like it gives you the context to understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to really start here. Yeah, yeah, and I don't want to be too big of a bummer on it because obviously, like even the first one, it's very important to me. My dad was literally playing this game when he got the news that the water broke for me being born. I'm psychically connected to Sonic the Hedgehog.
The chosen one.
I was destined to be Tails. All right.
Okay, one more thing before we start is I've wired up a couple new fun little channel points things. You might have seen it in the pre-stream. So if you click down below your chat on your Amori Labs fun bucks, I've got the standard highlight my message turned on just in case anyone ever needs to really get my attention, but there are a couple other ones in here like this
Your
one.
dance was so great! It's like sunshine on a cloudy day!
Or this one.
Oh, you couldn't make it!
Or this
Everybody
one.
has bad days!
And
there's always a tomorrow!
Those picked from a random set of DDR announcer sounds, just as a fun little toy.
I can't hear any of this, but I know it's good.
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't have those piped to Evan.
I'm just trusting that they're very, very good noises of DDR, man.
Yes, and also thank you for the follows, Jojo and Super Me. Is that Super Me or is that? Yes, that's 2 eyes. And then one other toy is I've added a little friend that we can summon to bring messages to us.
Everybody
Going
has
down
bad
to
days!
southwest. Gonna go, my boss.
Oops, those two can talk over each other. Anyway, the other thing you can do with your channel points is you can summon Will Little Creature, a copyright distinct being, to come and give us a message of hope or whatever.
Will is a great friend of ours. He's a little shy, so he needs a little encouragement from you, the audience, to really raise his voice and join the conversation. But when he does, oh sorry, shit, I'm gesticulating with my hands and I hit my microphone. I'm just so excited about Will.
Feel the sunshine.
But when he does, he
brighten up your day.
He's very chatty. He loves to bring his own theme song.
True, and I am sorry that I did not pipe the audio to Evan, so Evan doesn't know when Will is talking. I didn't think about that part.
Right? Yeah. Well, he appears on the stream, right?
He does. He appears in the corner if you look very closely.
I will shut myself up next time.
In the bottom right corner, you'll see him. Just a little visitor. So those are my fun stream toys that I built. So when you have the channel points, feel free to use those. And try to, not be too overboard with them, but do something fun if you have a fun idea to do things with them. So, okay, I think that's all the setup. So, let's click over to this, and I think it's gonna unpause. Okay, there we go. But then when I click out to change this, it's gonna pause again. Zoom.
Sega. Remember that period of Sega games where instead of the nice guy saying Sega, it was some guy just like frantically screaming Sega!
I hated that one so much. It was really bad. But it was the 90s. You had to be epic and extreme. They definitely did not say epic in the 90s.
They would have if they had known about epic.
Epic hadn't been invented yet. So I did a check on these audio levels last night, so I hope that everything stayed okay in the meantime. If I need to turn down the game, let me know. And hopefully my controller is working. Yes, there we go. Alright, so here we are in Sonic 1, and it starts off with the best stage in the game.
I think part of the reason why this one is the best stage is because they spent the most time fine-tuning it. Like this was the big Sega game. This was the Mario killer, so they had to put their best foot forward. But it's a really good stage, but at the same time, like it's really like jarring when you move on immediately into Marble Zone after this.
Right.
But for now, this is a lot to enjoy. There's a lot of this is just a good, well-made stage. Zone, excuse me, gotta obey the nomenclature.
So if you pass the end goal with 50 rings, in this one there's the big ring that you jump into, which takes you to a bonus stage, and so this has like rewind controls in it. I'm going to make absolute abusive use of the rewind controls in this run, because Sonic 1 is built like an arcade game. It is very deeply unfair in many places, in many ways.
Yeah.
And
they did release like an arcade version of Sonic 1.
So like there was. Okay.
You can the
Alright,
cool effect.
Oh yeah, it has like a VCR effect for the rewind in this. No.
I know that the Sega Ages version of this, which is the version of Sonic 1 that they put on basically everything these days instead of the good mobile port, which is how they should be doing it. Not that the Ages re-release is like bad, but anyway, I digress. That release does have the arcade version as like a variant you can play, and that's what they use for like the leaderboards. Like there's a score attack mode where you get 1 life, just like it's just the arcade game, and in the arcade game you only get 1 life, and you just have to fucking book it as best as you can, and that's how they do that.
Yeah, so actually, I'm gonna go over here and get the speed shoe just because I want to show the speed shoe. What did you call? I called it the fast shoe growing up, actually. I think I called it the speed boots. I don't know why I decided they were boots, but Oh, and of course, alright, whatever. I'm not gonna rewind through like everything, though I do want to try and get all the Chaos Emeralds on this run. So sometimes I will end up rewinding through a ring loss, but
I think
it's okay
that's like
in Green Hill Zone if I don't get a thing right away.
Like the thing is too, there's 6 stages, 6 zones. 2 of the 3 acts in those 6 zones can have the big rings at the end of it. So that's 2, 4, and you don't get them in Scrap Brain. So it's actually 5 zones. So it's 10.
So you can miss 10 4. Chances. You can miss 4 of them and still.
You essentially have 10 chances.
Unfortunately, Green Hill Zone Act 2 is one of the easier ones to actually get
through
50 rings. So yeah, something that this one did that future games mostly did not do is that the zones have 3 acts. And so it's like 3 kind of, by the standards of the later versions, like shorter acts. I feel like. Well, and see, that's one of the things that Sonic 1 does. It'll just put a backwards powerful spring like directly in your path where there's no way you could have seen it coming. Like, there's just a bunch of... And, like, here is a place where I really wish I had the spin dash, because this is a breakable wall, but only if you have speed going into it.
I know for... Sonic Mania, like, just strings all 3 acts of Green Hill Zone into just one, which is just the first act of it. Basically, and adds stuff on top of what it's pulling from all 3 acts. So, like, it's very short, but it's not really noticeable in the context of that game.
Oh yeah, Dr. Lethal, we were talking about that before we got started. The prototype, the magazine prototype.
So, as a small child, I thought that when you like beat Eggman in this, and he like blows up and turns all red, and his mustache gets all pointy, I thought that like when you beat him, you were revealing that he was actually like some type of demon. I thought that was like the secret of him. Like, you thought he was human, but actually no.
Eggman's trick.
That because he's evil, so he's got to be a Satan.
The greatest trick that Eggman ever played.
One of the really interesting things in the recently found prototype, the found literally yesterday prototype, is like there was a variant of those pistons that push up and down, which you had to jump on a bunch to make it go down manually to open up a path. So it was basically like a weird precursor to the Carnival Night Zone barrel.
Chaos.
Thank you for the chaos. Sorry, there was a sound alert, which I really should have found a way to pipe the audio to you, Evan. I'm sorry.
It'll be okay. Next time. We're flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah,
I
really wanted to get this stream going on the first. So,
yeah.
You know, of course, we put up the pre-stream at 11:50 Pacific on, but it was still technically the first.
It was. You got to do it on 1-1 for Sonic 1.
I want that shield. No.
I'm sorry I didn't talk. I'm sorry, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm sorry I talked over your great noise, JoJo.
Alright, no, come on. Alright. I do want to try and get all the Chaos Emeralds on this run, even if it means using the rewind to do it. Also, you'll probably see in some of the later stages what I mean by this playing like an unfair arcade game. So, there are parts that I'm definitely gonna kind of cheat my way through. Wow, I can't believe I actually remembered the path through this special stage.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I've done all the emeralds in Sonic 1 like once, like ever. I don't think I've ever done it in Sonic 2. Because
I've done it in Sonic 2, but also, you know, using, you know, emulator stuff to.
I've never done it.
But you get way more chances to do the special stages.
Yes,
in that one.
Like the special stages. Also, I honestly, if you gave me a choice, I'd probably want to play the Sonic 1 special stages over the Sonic 2 ones.
I think I'm the other way around. I like the Sonic 2 special stages, even if they are kind of bullshit.
The thing is I refuse to play without Tails following.
Oh yeah, Tails does make those
makes
harder.
Makes that very hard.
Tails makes that honking noise and loses all of your rings for you.
He does do that. I do this. See, my thing is, I'm, like, good at the Blue Sphere stages, but only, like, the Sonic 3 ones. Once you get into the ones that are in Sonic and Knuckles, and also, like, the extra ones that they add
Evan, can you ban that bot?
Oh, I can do that. I do want to become famous by followers and Prime's viewers. So, I'm giving up my chance at stardom for you.
Thank you for
asked.
making this sacrifice.
But I want to become famous so bad, but this, you know, it's not worth choosing that over your friends, is what I've learned from, like, every cartoon where, like, you know, there's an episode where, like, Chucky becomes famous, but, like, he realizes that he likes Tommy more, but the audience doesn't like Tommy or something.
I knew you were gonna screw up.
Thank you. So someone played the Parappa. I knew you were gonna screw up when I ran into that enemy and rewound.
There's a very big like notification for that on the stream, so I can at least stop for sound alerts. Will, little creature.
He's a little harder to notice. He's a very subtle little lad.
Yeah, he like I said, he's shy.
So if you write that one down, like below me right here, there's like a secret area.
But then you have to do the entire.
But then you have to do that whole
that
thing again. Yeah, you have to write a block back. They got better at designing their hidden areas later too.
Yeah,
usually if you find a hidden area, it leads to like a different path, or like at least leads you back onto the path you were on.
Yeah, Marble is like really like the design in this is like really counter to like everything else in Sonic, which is very interesting.
I keep forgetting about all the Parappa sounds I have on that soundboard. Alright. Oh, I thought this was the end of the stage. There's one more section.
Nope. So I know that in like, I think
that's why I was being so like picky about rewinding through all my hits, because I only had like exactly 50 rings. Whoop. You were saying?
Sorry, lost my train of thought. So I think the reason that like Knuckles in Sonic 1 was not done with lock-on technology was like a technical thing first and foremost, but in like latter-day ROM hacks that sort of add in like the legacy characters, the one part when you're like above ground that you just came from, you can just like jump over the wall that forces you to go down here into the dungeon and basically skip the entire stage. I think they actually, because you can play as Tails and Knuckles officially in the Sonic 1 mobile port, they added some like stage geometry up there, so that way you have to at least like do things. I think that was one of the only like alterations they've ever made to any of these stage designs.
I knew you were gonna screw up.
Let's see, where is it in this one? There it is.
The only way I ever play Sonic 1 anymore is through the Vector ROM hack that gives you Vector from Knuckles Chaotix with his like fucked up air dash. That makes this game very fun.
That's
wish
actually,
somebody
something I'm really looking forward to in this project is playing Knuckles Chaotix, because I've only ever played I played the Sonic Crackers. Oh, Jojo, thank you for the sub. You're actually the first person who's ever subscribed to me, so thank you very much.
Fuck, I never subscribed. I should do that.
Oops. I completely lost my train of thought. What was I even talking about?
Knuckles Chaotix.
Right, so I've only ever played the that famous like bootleg prototype Sonic Crackers.
Oh, it wasn't a bootleg. That was official.
I mean, well, yeah, but it was like the fact that it was like called Sonic Crackers, like, gave it
It was supposed to be Sonic
energy.
Clackers.
Yeah, which made a lot more sense once I realized that as an adult, but
Yes.
let's see. Oh, since someone actually subbed for the first time, so I have a placeholder emote that, thank you, Evan.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have my money.
I'm gonna replace that emote because I just kind of submitted it a long time ago when I first got affiliate as like a test of how the emote system works. I'm gonna replace that with a Will Little Creature emote.
That was
I only
so
have-
worth the money.
I only have one emote slot, so until we get some more sub points. So that other one might come back in a revised form. Maybe. Woo! That was a noise that came out of my mouth.
It sure was, but I don't blame you. I think that spike pit that you just crossed is the one that you can like walk through the wall to get to the other side of the stage. But it does not matter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you're talking about the mobile port. Those were like Christian Whitehead, right? Like those were completely re-implemented
That was-
in like a
yes.
new version of the engine.
Same way Sonic CD was redone, but
Yeah.
they, unlike Sonic CD, they've never put those out in any other capacity, and it's a shame. Like the Sega Ages versions of these games are like perfectly good, competent like ports, but like they're not like widescreen, which is like the big draw. Like I feel like widescreen is like a big reason why Sonic Mania is feels so much better as a Sonic, like a classic Sonic game to me.
Yeah, widescreen, like having
Really helps.
having the ability to
games.
see more of where you're going, like really does help. That's why
Yeah.
for the games, for the 8-bit games that had both Genesis and Master System, or Game Gear and Master System versions, I'm gonna try and lean toward playing the Master System versions just because the Master System had a slightly higher resolution. Like there's that infamous thing with like, what was it, the first boss in Sonic 2 8-bit? Was it Sonic 2 8-bit?
Yeah. I
Where,
don't know if that
like,
was a
on
the thing-
like the Game Gear version, you like can't really see what's going on. You have at least a little bit more of a chance to understand what's happening on the Master System version.
I forget what the exact circumstance of that Antlion boss is and why it's like really fucking hard on some versions and the others. I can't remember if that was exclusively Game Gear versus Master System, or if that was like a Europe versus America releases, like a PAL versus NTSC. But basically, all you need to know is that there's some versions of Sonic 2 for the Game Gear / Master System that are dog shit unplayable. This boss was always really funny to me.
Just barely. It doesn't matter. You can't get a bonus ring on
Yeah.
this stage anyway.
I remember as a kid being like upset because I was thinking like, how is he shooting so much lava? He should have to go down to the pit in the bottom to refuel.
All right. So Springyard Zone is I think one of my top 3 zones. Not that there are many zones in this game in the first place, but I like Springyard Zone.
Yeah, this one's okay. With age,
I
I've
really
kind of-
don't like Marble Zone, so I'm glad to be through that. I'm not looking forward to Labyrinth Zone, but
I feel like Labyrinth is generally a little better than we usually remember. I don't hate that as much as I used to.
I definitely, in my test run, got through it with... See, there's one of those, like, things that I was talking about. Like, if I had just been running down that instead of rolling, then I would have... And I forgot that spring was there. That would have, like, knocked me right back into that guy that was coming after me, which I didn't even know... Like, I wouldn't even have known was coming after me, necessarily.
Yeah.
But I feel like Labyrinth Zone is still really guilty of some of that arcade game type
Yeah.
design, like segments where like if you don't, where there are like plentiful breath bubbles, but then like there'll suddenly be like a big stretch where like if you don't happen to stop at like a certain one, then like you can't like progress without like.
Mhm.
Oh, right.
So with Spring Yard, I feel like it's definitely like a breath of fresh air, like because it comes immediately after Marble. But like in hindsight, I feel like it's guilty of a lot of the same things as Marble is, like with these platforms that move up and down. Like these are, and like the spike balls. There's a lot of like choke points that just really slow you.
Yeah, I really
you
don't
down
like the
and slow
spike
down.
balls, but this feels like the direct ancestor of Casino Night and Carnival
Yeah.
Night, which are some of my favorite zones in classic Sonic.
I never really
I'm
understood
the Carnival
what-
Night stan.
As an adult, now I'm okay with Carnival Night because I know how to destroy the barrel. But yeah, I was one of many who was thwarted by the famous barrel as a young one. Yeah, as a kid, I was never really sure what Spring Yard was supposed to be. I think I assumed it was some sort of construction zone, but that doesn't like quite make sense. I guess maybe that is what it is.
I
It's a
don't
little
know because
weird.
like
It's
and
thematically-
in the build that just came out, it's like totally different.
Yeah, in the
thematically.
build
What's
that
it
just
called?
came out.
Sparkling Zone?
Yeah, Sparkling Zone.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's a lot closer to like the eventual Casino Night, Carnival Night type theme.
Yeah. Oh, that was. I'm just gonna. Yeah, and like the background is full of neon signs that most of which didn't survive into the final version.
Yeah. I'm glad that they kept the signs that say Cope and CPU, though.
I love that one of them just says "cope" for some reason.
Imagine if they put Cope signs in like the bad stages of this.
Just
Telling
deal
you
with
to
it.
fucking- yeah, just fucking put up with Labyrinth Zone.
The stolen treasures.
That's exactly what they are.
On that one.
I forgot I put the stolen treasures on there.
Treasures. He's so enthusiastic about the treasures.
Come on. There we go.
Oh, I'm so glad that like the stream is just slightly behind. So like hearing you say "there we go" was like a relief because it did not look good for you for a second there.
I'm glad I did a test run of this game because I was doing so much worse on my time through last night.
Fun fact about Spring Yard Zone Act 2. This is one of the only acts in any classic. This is one of two acts in classic Sonic games to have two exits.
Come on, let's just no. Trying to land between those guys is not going to work, huh?
One of the other interesting things about the prototype was that instead of caterpillars, it was those purple crawly spiky guys who were everywhere. They were like largely. I don't think.
All right,
I
whatever.
might be
I'm not
wrong.
getting through this part with my rings. I'm just going to take this as one of my stages where I don't care about 50. Because I've only taken one of my allowances so far.
You might still make it out with 50.
True, I am still close to the beginning of the
Yeah, you
stage.
just started this. Oh, gee,
But
oof.
there also are not that many.
You don't gotta do it again.
There are not that many rings in in Sonic 1 stages compared to how many there
Yeah,
are
that is
in
true.
later game stages. Like in my whole run, in my whole test run, I think I got a single coin-based 1-up in my whole run. Whereas, like in
You
Sonic
just call
2,
them coins. That's
oh my god,
unforgivable.
did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Please revoke my Sonic card.
That's unforgivable. That's
At least I didn't call them bits. I think I almost said bits, and I auto-corrected in the wrong direction because I was looking at that sound alert thing that came up, and it had the word bits on it, and yeah, but I think I only got one ring-based one-up in my whole. God, see, there's another one of those stupid traps that aren't fun. They're just annoying.
if you missed a bunch of rings. If you really want to get the well, it's too late now. Sorry, I'm backseat gaming.
No, that's
I'm
fine.
doing Ultimate Crime.
Yeah, see, there. I knew that was coming.
Alright.
Oh,
So now you're good.
alright.
I
I always
hate those roly boys.
Yeah, I always get faked out by the spike pits. I always want to.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh look, a ramp. I can just like roll down and get a bunch of speed. Like it looks like one of these to me when I first come up to it, and then I'm like, wait, no, it's a spike pit.
Like they use that like half pipe with a
Can't
rotating
believe you've done
thing
this.
that does damage to you in it gimmick in later Sonic games, but it's like better telegraphed and like the camera is positioned so that way you like see the entire thing and it's an obstacle instead of a funny trick that they do on you.
Yeah. Alright, this is what, bonus station number 5? So I only need to actually get one more after this, right? Because there are only 6.
Right, yeah,
Chaos
there's
Emeralds
only
in Sonic
6.
1.
That's yes.
I actually
That's why you
didn't
feel good
have. Yeah, I didn't have Sonic 1 growing up, actually. So, it's the classic one that I'm least familiar with.
Mm.
I knew people that had it, so like I played it a little bit, but whenever I was like before I had my own Sega, like whenever I was at someone's house, they already had like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, and so I'd want to play those instead.
Hey, your arms.
Oh wow,
something
I
happened to
got
them.
cursed by a genie, huh? One
Oh
second.
no. That's what happens in the special stages.
I got absolutely cursed by a genie. So the thing is, the witchcraft that makes me function sometimes just falls asleep. Even though I turn off the fall asleep feature. Okay. There we go. That's better. Exactly. Okay. Hello. I'm alive again. Whoop. Okay, let's get back to it.
To answer the question in the chat, I have not played Sonic Eraser. I imagine that we're probably going to touch on that in a future stream. I think that actually did come out before Sonic 1.
Am I going back the way that I just came? I don't remember.
I've completely lost my train of thought.
Sonic Eraser is actually not something I remember running across in my game list research.
Yeah, so it was so Sonic Eraser was one of those games that they released on like the Sega equivalent of the Satellaview. It was something that needed the Sega Mega modem. And it was just like a simple puzzle game, basically. It was, you line up 3 things.
Oh, right, that. Okay, I just forgot it was called Sonic Eraser.
Mm-hmm. It has like a book as the title screen because Sonic loves to read.
But it's like, God, I forget what people generally call that type of puzzle game, but it's... There was one for the Dreamcast, too, that was called, like, Swirls or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sega's favorite kind of puzzle.
I actually
game
really
to
liked
make.
that one on the Dreamcast as a kid. I feel like I played that on my demo disc a lot. Alright, so now we only need to worry about getting 50 rings in one more stage.
But not this stage, because this has
Not
a boss.
this one, because this is 3. Yep. Oh, I do love this song.
Yeah, when I was still doing like rideshare work, I had a little CD I burned of like jazz arrangements of gamer music.
Oh,
and
thank
I had a
God.
really good saxophone version of this that I put on my CD, and a lot of normies love this one.
I feel like the Sonic 1 soundtrack, like, has a couple bangers on it and a couple just, like, totally forgettable ones. Like, Marble
like-
Zone, I don't like Marble Zone. Like, nothing about Marble Zone is good. Whoa, that was moving up and it crushed me.
I like half of the songs, and I like 4 of the 6 stage songs.
I just tried to spin dash into those.
Labyrinth Zone is a really weird piece of music. I don't know why it sounds like that. Labyrinth Zone sounds like some sort of like weird bath time song, which I guess
I mean, it is weird bath time.
it is a weird bath time. I didn't really understand as a kid that it was supposed to be like flooded ruins, so I just thought I think I thought that like all the like funny faces on all the rocks and stuff, and like the coloration, I think I thought it was just entirely made out of sponges.
Well, there are those blocks that do look like sponges.
Oh,
or
right, the like
corks.
corks. Yeah, the weird corks.
Yeah.
In general, I feel like a lot of this game is like a lot less cohesive than a lot of the things that were going on in Sonic 2. Which is honestly really impressive, almost, because Sonic 2 was like made in like such a like chaotic way. I'm sure we'll talk about that more when we're actually like playing Sonic 2. But I feel like if a game were made the way Sonic 2 was made, it would like it should not come out as good as it did.
Right. I feel like... Okay, here comes like the easiest boss in classic Sonic.
I was scared
run
of
into
this
him face
one, though.
first.
I was scared of this one as a kid because he makes the floor go away. I didn't want to fall in the hole.
It's completely not a threat unless you walk into him face first.
I had a lot of lyrics for these songs that I made up as a child. My Brental floss for Springyard Zone was something like
Hey, I'll play with
Sonic
you some other
is
time.
a hedgehog. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do.
I had
Sorry,
a
what
lot
about
of those for like Sonic 2 and 3 songs, but they were all just like, they weren't lyrics so much as they were just like phonemes, just like scatting.
Yeah, Springyard is one of the 2 I remember. It was Sonic is a hedgehog. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Furry little hedgehog, yeah.
Great.
And I just sang that over and over again. That was the entire lyrics. Eat your fucking heart out, Brental.
Oh, I just remembered something very cursed about Brental Floss. Remember that Travis McElroy comic?
Can't talk about that. You're going to lose subscriber, like, literally. Like, I'm game to talk about the Travis McElroy webcomic of Brental Floss any other day of the week, but, like, that has to be kept to private.
I feel like I needed to mention it just to make you personally suffer.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What am I
that's-
pushing?
Water? Wet? You're pushing a wet?
I've noticed that there are several ways in this one to get Sonic like stuck in the pushing animation if you do the right.
I also feel
thing.
like, compared to later Sonic games, this one emulates a little worse, typically. I don't quite know what it is, and I might also be like heavily misremembering how well the original game like actually played on hardware. Have you ever heard the any of the like Dreams Come True songs that a lot of Sonic 1 and 2 are like based on? Like the music videos?
Yeah, I've heard a good chunk of them.
Yeah. Green Hill Zone is one, I know that.
See, there's one of those cork blocks that I was talking about.
Yeah. I think that just gave me the impression that the entire level was made out of sponge.
Alright, there's 50. I'm gonna try and keep 50 through this one and make this our last Chaos Emerald stage.
If you can't get it here, Starlight's usually a pretty good on rings. But also, Starlight is like your last chance.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I always forget
Hate
that those
those.
things actually spit out fireballs until it's too late.
Barf boys.
Oh, actually, I think this is one of those areas where if you don't grab a bubble here, you're gonna run out before you can get to the top of this
Yep.
little climb.
And then you have to go all the way back down, or die.
Oh, it's
Woke
gonna
up.
be really annoying to... Oh, thank you for
When
the
I
follow,
was-
Tanuki. For the follow, Tanuki Matt. Thank you for the follower. Thank you for the follower, who is you.
Thank you for being a follower.
Alright.
When I was a little Evan, I loved Sonic so much that whenever I was at like the beach or in a body of water, I would bounce up and down and I would go, woke up, woke up, woke up. I was a
Right.
very cringe child who loved Sonic.
Oh, right, this one just like
Wow, this one's just
starts
right
you
here.
right there.
The other lyrics that I remember I made up for this game were for the special stages, and it was rings and lots of rings.
I think you've told me about that one before.
Yes, that's just good though. I think that one's still good. That holds up. That's a banger.
Get Rental Floss on the phone.
Yeah. This is your cousin Marvin Floss. You know that song, that new sound you've been looking for? Whoa, listen to this.
I'm gonna lose the bonus stage because of this.
Sorry. I'm sorry I invoked Marvin Floss.
Oh no. Alright, let me get my composure back. Alright. I broke into it from one side, but I'm now like completely on the other side from that. I guess if I keep going long enough, I whoop! Thank God for the rewind button. Alright, come on. Almost there. No!
Oh my god.
You think this one's gonna be easy because they start you out right next to it, but actually, like, breakout climbing your way through there is hard.
You got it.
Wow!
Oh,
Steam
achievement
achievement!
unlocked!
Wow.
I didn't even know Sonic 1 had achievements.
Yeah, apparently some of the games in the Mega Drive Classics actually have Steam achievements attached to them. Which is fun because they must just be like poking at certain areas in memory
Yeah,
to see when they need to trigger them.
Also, definitely something they only added like recently, or like somewhat recently, maybe because I have played through all of Sonic 1 on the Mega Drive thing, and I've never seen a Chivo.
It is funny that they let you get them even if you like use rewind though.
I imagine it isn't like looking at that.
Okay, now this room tricked me last night, so now I know the trick of it. The trick of this room, rude.
Is this the vertical loop one? Is
No.
Act 2 the vertical loop one, or is that Act 3?
That's Act 3. So the switch to get out of this room is hidden behind that 10 ring block. And I was like, I don't need 10 rings, and so I ignored it for like 2 minutes while I jumped around every other corner of that room, trying to figure out how to open a path forward. Oh, am I gonna regret? No, okay. There's one right here. As a kid, I always thought it was unfair that you could still drown while you were invincible or super. Oh wait, I don't need my rings anymore actually. It's just reflex. Whoa, whoops. I did not realize I hadn't breathed in a while. Thank you for knocking me right into that guy who is causing extreme slowdown.
Hey, when you're underwater, everything's just it's slow.
Right,
Have
no,
you
it's
ever
just gonna
tried
get
throwing
me
the
to air
spike in the water? Yeah, this should, I think. I think this leads to the air.
Alright. I have like an internal sense for when the drowning music is gonna start playing, and it was like starting to go off.
Were you scared of the drowning music
was-
as a baby?
I was so scared of the drowning music
I
as
was
a
so
baby.
scared. How many people do you think have like aquaphobia because of the Sonic games?
Yeah. I think Sonic is part of the reason why I sometimes have like dreams about being underwater. And I'm not like drowning, but I'm like always very like worried. Oh right, if you hold left and do that jump, it like eats your jump. You have to not hold anything and hit jump. I like that they just reused that exact same trick later in Ice Cap Zone. Like literally completely identical almost.
Yep. And I think Marble Garden has a vertical loop in it.
Marble Garden does have a vertical loop, but it's not quite the same. It's not like the...
Right.
It's not like that where you need to like jump off to get off of it.
Yes. Sandopolis has one like that though. And what's the other one? Metropolis also has one, I think, where you have to like escape the vertical loop.
They love their vertical loop tricks, which is funny because like all of the like glitch speedruns are about like abusing that.
Press Garden in Sonic Mania even has one, but it's also very, very easy to just break that. As the genius speedrunner that I am, I always just like run up it the wrong way to make the level go faster when I play Press Garden. Technically, the boss arena for Metal Sonic in Sonic Mania is using like a wraparound situation to make the level feel a lot taller than it actually is.
Oh, that's cool. Whoop. Oh, right. Spikes don't pay attention to invincibility in this one.
Nope.
I don't like that in this one, if you duck or like look up, it like instantly starts moving the camera. Because I like to, like when I'm waiting on something, just kind of like make Sonic like crouch to the music. Oh,
yes, same. I also did that. And part of why I did that was because you know, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, when they start adding all those like transitional cutscenes and stuff, Sonic and Tails, and I think Knuckles too, would all like look up and down, or like duck. They would look up or duck to like, hey, are you supposed to be able to just run through that? Hang on.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. That looks like one of the tunnels that makes you float through it, but
yeah. Anyway, whenever I played any Sonic game after I had played Sonic 3 and seen all the cutscenes, I would like act out cutscenes in a weird way by like making Sonic look up at a boss when it comes in or something.
That's
or
fun.
Like ducking dramatically at like certain points. Because it's like that's what Sonic would do if you let him. I'm glad they actually like kept that detail in Sonic Mania too. With that, there's that cutscene like right at the beginning in Green Hill where like instead of like having like a nice animation for Sonic like looking downwards at Eggman after you beat him, he does just duck. Doesn't really make sense, but it's how they do it in this universe. Damn it.
Sonic's teabagging. Very rude.
That's true.
Whoa,
He's a
whoop.
bad influence
Sorry,
on Tails.
that one. Swishes.
Yep.
I know I just got a checkpoint, but I have muscle like automatic reactions to hit the rewind button now.
I was really fascinated that Labyrinth Zone in that prototype that was displayed yesterday was in a really like rough, blocked out state and wasn't really like finished. But like this like boss segment here, where you're like following Eggman up the up these like stairs and the waters follow you. This was like all there except for like the pointy spear objects.
That's fun.
Like they
Hitboxes on
knew
those
they
spikes
wanted
are
to do
way
this
bigger.
for some reason.
Then they should. Also, that one's fun because you don't even like actually beat him. You just survive.
Okay. Yeah, and he's just scared. He didn't really have anything planned for this one.
He was like, "Oh, I was just trying to trick you into drowning yourself." Well, bye. All right, this I think is my favorite Sonic 1 song, actually.
Yes.
Like, I love Green Hill Zone also, so I probably would have a hard time picking between the two, but this and Green Hill Zone are, like, by far my two favorite songs from Sonic 1.
Was this one... God, I never remember if this one was, like, a Dreams Come True song like Green Hill was, with, like, lyrics and everything.
It might have been. It definitely has that energy.
It has that feeling, though. It definitely feels exactly like...
See, there's that design I'm talking about.
A fun fact, I think I told you this just yesterday when we were talking about this, but I want to reiterate it for the stream, because I only learned this yesterday. Starlight Zone does not have any checkpoints except for when you fight the boss. There's no checkpoint lamps anywhere in here whatsoever until Act 3, right before the boss. And I had never noticed this, but once somebody had pointed it out to me,
God, it's so funny that there are just hits in this one. Sorry.
Yep. No, I just instantly realized that was true. And the reason for that, it turns out, is because, and this is relevant to things that go on in the prototype, because I forget, I think the prototype might have had checkpoints active in it on this stage, and like anytime Sonic dies, if he respawns from a checkpoint, if one is like artificially placed with debug mode or something, the parallax scrolling for Starlight Zone just fucking busts apart. Like it stops working properly. So their solution to that was to just like not put checkpoints in Starlight Zone. The one checkpoint being at the end of Starlight Zone. It's up top, like the entire thing. The boss fight is like locked to like the topmost portion of the map, specifically so that you can't notice that the background is broken, because all you would see is just the titular Starlight.
That's fun. I think, is this the only stage besides Green Hill Zone that has the loops like that in it in Sonic 1?
You know,
it might be.
Right. I think you're right. Yeah, wow. That never occurred to me, actually.
Like, loops are so, like, iconic to classic Sonic that they only appear in the first stage and, like, one of the later ones. Yeah.
Are they in Scrap Brain? I don't think they are. That's, like, the thing. No. Scrap Brain and Starlight feel a lot closer in general to, like, the design sensibilities going on in, Green Hill. Like, Marble and Labyrinth, and to a degree Spring Yard, all kind of feel like very different from the other three stages. A lot less dynamic, like more streamlined, more like focused around there's not very... Spring Yard does have like some alternating paths. Like I said, obviously it does have like Act 2 does have like two exits. But they're much more straightforward, and the other three stages have just a lot of ways you can go, and generally follow like the traditional Sonic idea of like the highest route is the fastest route, but and the safest, but it's hard to stay on it. Closer you get to the bottom, the worse.
Yep, come on. Oop. Okay, no, I can't stop that. Oh wow, no, I had so much momentum that going into the wall, like I just could not. Oh, thank you for following Vtuber of the day. Let's see here. So, we're actually a good chunk of the way through the game already.
Yeah, we're almost done.
'Cause
You're
we've
almost
got-
done. I'm
yeah.
not going to take credit.
So, is Scrap Brain all that's left after this
Yep.
one? Yeah.
This is Act 3 too, right?
You know, I've already forgotten.
I think this is Act 3.
I think it
Act
is.
3.
I think it is. It is fun, like seeing the pieces that you know, that turned into more iconic parts of later Sonic levels. Like these things are like those blocks in Chemical Plant Zone that gave everyone nightmares.
I was always like very fascinated by that like big half of a spike because I don't think that shows up anywhere else in Starlight Zone but there.
Where's the other half of it?
Yeah, where's the other half? Oh man, those two Orbinauts are girlfriends. They're gonna kiss. Did you see them?
I did. We stan.
Every time Eggman has like a robot that like goes rogue and becomes like a protagonist character, it's like something with like a cool robot design. I want to see like an Orbinaut like become a hero. Like, how's that gonna work out? Did you ever at any point have like very strong opinions on Eggman versus Robotnik as the name?
I feel like when Sonic Adventure came out, oh, sorry, I was talking and not actually doing the boss mechanic. When Sonic Adventure came out, I think that was like right when I was getting into my like, oh, the Japanese version of everything is superior phase. So I definitely remember being like, oh, like thank God they stopped calling him Robotnik. Robotnik is such a cringe thing to say.
That's the dub name, and dubs are fail.
I definitely remember, like, mostly playing Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, like, in Japanese. like with the Japanese voices on.
I never really had, like, strong opinions one way or the other. Like, I grew up with him being Robotnik, but, like, I don't think it, like, super matters. He's both. It's
I had a
fine.
phase where I thought it was cool to write Sonic as Sonikku.
Sonic. Yes, everybody loved that. I knew so many people who had that phase.
Man, the early 2000s were bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course this stage is just, I'm gonna let that one rock, because that's the classic.
Oh, I will say, straight up, I hate I have a lot of respect for Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the cartoon, but I do not like the weird cone-head Robotnik man with his, like, weird black pupils that they interpreted his glasses as.
Yeah. Yeah, like, basically to me now, like, Robotnik means Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, YouTube poop man.
Robotnik should mean Jim Carrey to you.
Oh god.
Welcome to Mega Man 2. It's Yoku block time.
Famous. I'm honestly surprised those don't make any kind of sound like that.
It's very funny that they put that checkpoint in the middle of those. Now these, I
Why
thought
did
these
my
were
jump
sandwiches.
button not do anything?
I thought those spinny platforms were like sandwiches as a kid.
They do kind of look like sandwiches. So I'm
I thought
not playing with the CRT filter on, but this does. Oh, come on. This does have like a. Oh, okay. That one just didn't appear on that cycle. This does have like a CRT filter that might have made them look a little more blurry and sandwichy.
There was also those like bouncy like boards that like change color. Like
Oh yeah,
bumpers
the
that-
ones in Casino Night.
Yes, I thought that those were specifically were sub sandwiches.
Oh. Okay, right. Okay, I guess there isn't a... Oh, right. Oh, do you just have to die if you fall down there? Just let yourself get
No,
shot
no,
to
no,
death?
no, no.
Or is there a
Yoku
path
blocks will
down
appear.
there? Oh, okay,
Yoku
okay,
blocks will
okay.
appear eventually. But you have to like time out and wait your jumps the entire time.
Okay, yeah, I just saw one there.
Yeah, you have to like wait down there and like jump over the electricity every time until the Yoku blocks start showing up. I think I thought that they were sandwiches because like
Oh no,
Eggman...
there is a third one up there. It just only appears sometimes. It's on like a different cycle.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's a... Again, I think that, like, something like that is just bad design. There's... In Sprinkyard Zone, there's a series of moving platforms where, like, there are two moving vertically and one moving horizontally, and so you take the first vertical one to the horizontal one, but then the last vertical one is on like a different cycle. I got it like first cycle like this time, so it wasn't really like worth pointing out in the moment, but in my run last night, like that one block is just like on a completely different like cycle from the other two.
Scrap Brain Zone is the only one in Sonic 1, also nothing like this in Sonic 2, where it's different background between acts. You were outside the factory, now you're inside. I thought that was very cool as a little end. But not as cool as some of the shit that, like, everything that was going on in Sonic 3. With the way it blew my mind playing Sonic 3, and it was like, oh shit, it's like you're really progressing through the level.
Yeah, Sonic 3 was
background.
Like so cool to me as a kid. Like Sonic 3 was by far my favorite.
Yes, absolutely.
So it was so like cinematic, I guess, is how I would like. I think that's what appealed to me about it, is like that it felt like a
real.
story was happening as opposed to just like going through levels. Which is, you know, something we take for granted now, but like happening on a platformer back in the day, like that was pretty rare. Like you mostly got your story from like maybe if you sat on the title screen for a while, or
and
like,
I think honestly,
reading the
like
manual.
I think honestly for what it is, like the plot stuff in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is like executed pretty well. Like there's nothing like super complicated. There's not any like words or anything, but like you get the general idea of what's going on from the information the game itself is presenting to you.
Yeah.
Which
Okay,
is
thank
cool.
God that buzzing stopped. There was one of the electro zapper things was like stuck making its sound. I had to get far enough away from it for it to despawn.
I love those little bomb guys, by the way. I'm glad that... I guess that's kind of what I was talking about with, like, the idea of, like, just a regular Badnik becoming, like, a hero, because that's Bomb from Knuckles Chaotix, eventually. Pretty much. Except he sucks shit. He's just there to sabotage you.
Man. In the prototype that they were showing yesterday, they found a like front-facing version of the little pink bomber pig guys, which I thought was fun. I don't ever remember the actual like official names of
I
Sonic
never remember
enemies.
them
I
because
also
a lot
assumed they
of
were
them
just
are
like
like...
entirely made up by the people who wrote the English manual. Also,
No, I think they did have like very bare bones Japanese names, but they were all
this
like,
part is really cool. This is like, you know,
Yes.
the first bit of like cinematic like cutscene storytelling in Sonic.
Yeah. Do you want
And
to
then
know
it
a
drops you back
shortcut for
down.
this?
Oh yeah, sure.
So if you run ahead of that platform that's moving, you can. Well, now you can't do it anymore. But
I can now.
if you run ahead of that, you can get to a shortcut that basically skips the entire stage. I'll walk you through it So when you go down here, like, be careful. We want to stay up in
Upper
the water,
path?
like up as possible, like over that block. Avoid dying to the gargoyles. And now you have just basically skipped the entire level.
Awesome. Thank you for the hot pro tip.
That's like one of the biggest like intentional shortcuts in any of the classic Sonics.
I do think it's really cool that they drop you back down into.
Yeah,
into
I love
Labyrinth
that
Zone.
this is his sewer, I guess.
I feel plugged with crud and sludge.
I was so scared of this boss as a kid, but as an adult, I realize it ain't shit.
Yeah.
This is so easy, actually.
Yeah.
This is probably almost maybe one of the easiest bosses in the game.
It's pretty easy to not die to if you don't do that.
If you're an adult who can act under pressure and isn't like
The time has
scared
come at
of
last.
lasers and not having rings.
Yes, Tails, the time has come at last. Though it is hard, they don't give you a very big window for actually hitting him. Whoop.
The version of this boss in Sonic Mania where like it starts going really fast was like I probably had nightmares as a kid that looked like that.
Oh, flip. No, I think if I roll, I can get out of that. If my down button would do anything. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but I think the hardest part of this one is... Whoa, I should have died there. I shouldn't be alive right now. The hardest part of this one is just getting your guess right. So you kind of have to just pick, like, okay, I think he's going to come out of that one, because you really don't have time to react and get speed most of the time.
I'll use violence.
I will use violence. I think he's got 1 or 2 more hits.
He has 8 in this one.
Yeah, I haven't been counting though, so. Okay, I think 1 more. Oh, what? You caught my toe. Yeah, there we go.
Sonic got a
And-
case of hot foot.
Yeah, so that's Sonic the Hedgehog 1. That's where it all started.
Oh, you're just watching him go away? You didn't hit him? Wow.
So
Pacifist.
I thought you hit him in a cutscene there. Like, I didn't realize you had to push the button yourself.
Wow, my emeralds. Check them out, bros.
That's fun. You don't get that pose if you finish without the emeralds, I think. Or do you?
I
Or
know,
you get
like,
a
the
different
fa-
pose, maybe.
I think you get the pose.
You get an
if
after
there's
credit
less
stinger where
animals.
Robotnik is like juggling the emeralds you didn't
Yeah,
get.
I think you get the pose, but like there's less animals and the flowers don't bloom.
Yeah. I love this. I love the credits medley. I love Sonic credits medleys.
Yeah, same. I think it's a crime that all games don't have credits medleys.
Oh, sorry, that Vegeta sound clip is apparently really quiet, but someone played the "That's right, boys, Mondo cool."
Yeah,
So-
he has that same pose in both endings in this one, but in later games he does change his pose up.
Yeah. I guess in the other ones you get like a supersonic pose if you have all the emeralds.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, I totally missed that part of Labyrinth Zone where you get like pushed by the water currents. Which comes
you-
back in several other games.
Yeah. Hydrocity has it. Hydrocity.
Thank you. I also say Hydrocity, like that's just how I read it as a kid. Like
I always said Hydrocity as a kid, and
as an adult, I could admit that it's probably supposed to be Hydro City because that makes more sense. But as a kid, I was like, Hydrocity. It's like a really cool word for like something related to water.
it's going fast in water. Water velocity, hydrocity.
Yeah, like
No,
it has the same energy as like velocity, viscosity, like that kind of a thing. So like it made sense.
For me,
It just sounds like a science word if you say hydrosity.
as a kid, I always thought it was Hydrocity, but like having friends say like, "Oh, as a kid, I always thought it was supposed to be Hydrosity." Like I've heard that enough that like I'm poisoned now, and now I also say it's Hydrosity.
Oh, he'll get that hedgehog.
He's throwing a tanty, little guy, buddy.
Okay, so yeah, that was Sonic 1. Um,
Mhm,
that actually only took like an hour. Um,
mhm.
I don't know if we want to get into anything else right now, or if we just want to have a nice little self-contained thing. Um,
I leave it up to you. I mean, if you have any ideas, I'm not doing anything.
So I don't actually have that Sonic 1 prototype. Tails
Oh.
honk.wave. I don't have the prototype sitting
Oh,
around.
you know,
to
hang
show
on.
off. But also, like, I feel like it's probably better off to just have people go look at the stream that Hidden Palace Zone did yesterday anyway to see that stuff.
I wonder if that is like anybody's put that on the Steam Workshop for Sega Mega Drive Classics, because that happened.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it's on there. I can literally link this to you, and you can boot it up real quick if you so desire. If you so desire.
All right, send me that link.
There you go.
All right. What I don't know is if it'll load that like.
You might have to
might
restart
have to
the game.
restart the game. And it's trying to follow my mouse cursor around while I move my mouse cursor in other parts of my computer. And also, apparently being tabbed out of that is like killing my entire computer's frame rate.
Oh no.
So
Oh wait, I didn't.
maybe I won't actually do that.
All right, that's fine.
I could maybe just boot up a bit of Sonic 2. I don't think I want to commit to doing a whole Sonic 2
Do you
separate stream
have-
for Sonic 2.
What's a game? Do you have like Sonic Spinball or something?
Oh,
that
I
you
do
probably
have
wouldn't want
Sonic
to-
Spinball. Yeah, I don't
Something
wouldn't
that you
dedicate
probably
a
wouldn't
whole-
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that you wouldn't want to play the entirety of.
Yeah, no,
Probably.
I will never finish Sonic Spinball. Sonic Spinball, go to hell.
So, first thing I gotta say about Sonic Spinball, I hate this design for the plane, the tornado. Looks like shit.
What options does this even have?
Well, you gotta listen to the options music.
Oh god, I forgot about this. Oh my god, it's so bad.
Look at that little Sonic. He looks like shit, gang.
Oh, I hate to hear this with my human ears.
But we gotta get this out of the way. Get as deep into it as we can.
I had this as a kid. I bought it from a pawn shop.
My cousins had this, and like it was one of those games that had mystique around it because like it was a Sonic game that I didn't have or know about. So I mean, there's some interesting things about it. You know, it's using a very weird design of Robotnik, where he's like sort of in between his like American cartoon design and like the game design, and he just ends up kind of looking like Bubs from Homestar Runner, which is interesting. This is the only game in which characters such as Sally Acorn and Rotor the Walrus and all of his Saturday morning friends appear in. I do really like the music for Toxic Caves.
Toxic Caves is like the only redeemable song in this game, I think.
Yeah. The other fun fact about this, God, what stage was it? I think it was stage 3, the machine.
Oh, Evan, do you have the ability to change my now playing game to Spinball?
I might.
Or are you only a chat mod? I forget what I've given you permissions
so
to do.
I think like unless you from what I remember from setting this up for other streams, chatbots are able to like interface with Twitch in such a way that they can change the.
All right, well, I'm just gonna pause it real quick and just go change it myself.
I can't. The short thing is that I can't.
Okay. Sonic Spinball. Is that gonna come up? There we go. And find this again. Okay. So, as a kid, I managed to beat the first table after like months of having the game. Also, I always thought that part was actually very scary. Where
Yeah,
the little,
I was so
dragon
afraid
tries
of
to
that
get
thing.
you.
I'm surprised they didn't put like that dragon or the fucked up Eggman Scorpion into like Sonic Mania, because those are the two things everybody remembers.
Wait. I'm gonna rewind to see what that just said.
Hang
Okay, there was an L. There was an L. It was cluck alert.
Oh my god.
I very much saw it without the L.
Oh shit. Can we do an edit to Cuck Alert and like have that as a stream overlay?
Oh, Christ. I don't think I want to be so strongly associated with using that word, but
That's very fair.
there is famous Sonic character Cucky.
I think they've actually finally renamed him to Clucky. I think I want to say that Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games 2020 finally refers to him as Clucky. We had to fucking create erasure of this woke king. We ruined him. So this game, the thing I wanted to say about this game, so Sonic 2, I did allude to like the development of that game was very interesting. So Sonic 2 was made very haphazardly. Like development of it was split between Sega of Japan and Sega of America. So like that's actually a big reason for why a lot of Sonic 2's level difficulty curve is so odd, because like a lot of the levels were made without like any real idea where they would show up in the final game. At least that is my understanding. So that's why you go like why Chemical Plant is such a big like difficulty hop from Emerald Hill, and then like Aquatic Ruin is like kind of simple in comparison. And that's also a reason why so many levels in Sonic 2 are like famously like left on the cutting board. A lot of that's why a lot of the lot of ideas that were left behind on Sonic 2 were eventually repurposed to Sonic CD, which is what the Japanese branch of things went on to do after Sonic 2.
So actually, weren't Sonic 2 and Sonic CD made like simultaneously?
I forget what the exact story is there. I don't remember I'm not sure if it was quite simultaneous. I could look this up real quick.
Great, if you just hold left here, this happens.
But the short of it is that Japan was doing Sonic CD while America was doing Sonic Spinball. Basic, like if you're, I'm very oversimplifying it, but that's basically like how this shook out after things like separated back out for.
I keep hitting the wrong pad. I'm gonna just. Also, wasn't it recently confirmed by one of the people who worked on Sonic 2 that some of the like Genocide Cities sprites ended up in Spinball?
Yes, that's what I was getting to. So that was so the tiles that were made for Genocide City were reused, edited I think to fit the style, but adapted for the third, I believe it's the third stage in Spinball, which is called the Machine.
You know, Simon Y. Sonic 2 prototype was how I learned the word genocide as a kid.
Same!
So, for those who might not know, in the late 90s, there was a prototype of Sonic 2 discovered and posted online by a guy named Simon Y. And so it is now famously known as the Simon Y Sonic 2 prototype, and it had like deleted like stages and stuff like as part of the level select. So there was Wood
Hidden
Zone.
Palace.
Yeah, there was Hidden Palace.
Hidden Palace is the famous one.
Yeah. And one of them, which had no assets or level layouts left in the game at all. Was called Genocide Cities. It was just like an empty like abyss that you spawned into and fell to your death.
Yeah, it was just. It's the appearance of Genocide City is my Twitter profile banner. The green and blue stripes. It's just green and blue stripes that look like shit. But the assets that were made for it, because that was one that was being designed by the Sega of America side of Sonic 2's development. That's because Spinball was like primarily Sega of America. They just reused that to get this out in like a year. Valid. Hang on, Sonic!
I genuinely forget how to actually reach. Oh well, there's one.
Emerald power. This game.
Oh, Evan, you can make little creatures say things because you have admin power.
Oh right, I didn't remember what the command for it was.
It is !will is the command for me and Evan to do little creature without spending channel points. Though I also have infinite channel points since it's my own channel.
Emerald power.
Thank you.
I love to hear him say it. So I don't want to get too much into Sonic 2 just yet. Well, I'm sure we will have a lot to say about that when we actually play Sonic 2. But to explain, to answer a question from the chat, the rationale behind Genocide City was literally just like some Japanese developers needed like a cool sounding word to name their stage, and they found the word genocide in a dictionary and decided to call it Genocide City. And then it was said that like they did explain that after like some betas were like traded back and forth, and like I think the plan was to rename it to Cyber City. But the beta that we got, that is like publicly out there and known and released, has Genocide City listed in the options in the level select. So at one point it was that.
That was cool. You've just become a hero.
Yeah,
Thank you. Oh yeah, Zot. Sorry, I just saw what Zot said in the chat. So the TTS is Will Little Creature. He is a legally distinct entity, thank you.
Yeah, Will Little Creature does not know how to wield the lightsaber or do backflips or anything.
Will Little Creature has never heard of the Force.
Yeah, Will Little Creature would die if he had a fight with Count Dooku. Sonic Spinball is a really interesting look at like a completely different like path Sonic could have gone down, and I'm really glad it didn't. Like I really do not like the like early 90s American Sonic vision.
Yeah, there's a reason I used all the Japanese box art for the Genesis games on my collage for this, this series.
I hate when he is the horrible Mohawk Goblin.
He just looks like that horrible Mega Man, like the cherub Mega Man. Like there's that art of them like shaking hands because they both look like Shit King.
Will Little Creature
I have a version
never
of
a baby.
That is, it has it photoshopped.
Will Little Creature was never a baby. This is canon.
I have a version of that picture that is photoshopped to have their faces swapped, and they kind of just look the same.
Alright, I actually don't want to leave this area yet, because I really need to flip this switch in the top right of this that I keep trying to get to.
Oh. I kind of think the idea of like a pinball platformer is like interesting on some level.
There's a pinball Metroidvania game that came out sometime in the last couple of years.
Oh, right!
That I've been meaning to check out because I actually really liked like pinball video games as a kid. Like one of my earliest memories actually is playing the Android table of Epic Mega Games pinball, like the old like DOS collection of pinball games.
Oh, I love the fucking Windows XP 3D Space Pinball or whatever.
There was also one that was like, oh god, I've got too much momentum going to get out of that. God, I wish I remembered what that Pinball Metroidvania was called, but I'm sure if you like search Pinball Metroidvania, like it would come up. Okay, there we go. Now I find
It's a real shame that we didn't do like a Mario 35th anniversary streamier thing, because we could have played Mario Pinball Land for that.
Oh God.
Maybe when it's the fucking, I don't know, 35th year of Metroid, we can play Metroid Prime Pinball.
I think it might actually be this year. Didn't Metroid come out in 86?
Did it? Probably. It was either 86 or 87. Yeah, it was. Yeah, alright. It was
86.
August 6, 19.
Yeah, 86 was
1986.
like a lot of the like kind of mid to late like in like Japanese release date terms. Like I guess more like the mid age of the NES. Like a lot of the classics came out. Like I'm pretty sure Zelda and Kid Icarus were also 86.
I think.
Oh yeah, Yoku's Island Express is the game I was thinking about.
Yeah, they were
Which
all.
is not a name that suggests that it's a Pinball Metroidvania at all.
I do know like Metroid and Kid Icarus were like same engine, and that's why Komatos are in Kid Icarus, the fake Metroids.
Man, I got a Famicom Disk System this year too, and I do not have the FDS versions of Metroid or Kid Icarus yet, but I want to get those someday.
How are you feeling about Sonic Spinball so far?
You know, it's kind of miserable.
I do want us to take
I
a
am
look
gonna
at
finish
the
this
game
first stage though. I'm gonna finish this first stage at least.
I do want us to take. So what I remember, what I vaguely remember is that the other stages of Sonic Spinball are like significantly easier, or like at least less obtuse.
I think as a kid I made it through the second stage like once. Now what I actually do not remember is how to get to the center emerald in that other room. Like it's something to do with the like messing with the path that the cart goes on, I think. Oh, use the barrel boat. That works. Like, can I take this all the way over there? Wow, I completely never would have thought of that. Thank you. There, that's, well, oh right, it doesn't just take you to the end. You have to also, like,
oh god,
get
I
out
hate
of
his
the top.
wink! I
Yeah.
hate when Sonic winks, because
Sonic-
it makes you have to think about
Sonic
his
looks
eyeball.
he looks really bad in this game.
Yeah.
He looks like the American vision of Sonic, and Americans had no aesthetic taste in the 90s.
Nope. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, It's Sonic Spinball is like so interesting though. It's so interesting that they went so worm loop. Clock alert.
Okay, there.
It's
now
so
I made it to the
interesting.
boss room.
That here we go. I love this
Famous.
guy.
Famous man.
I love this piece of shit. Quick, jump inside! Arrgh! Arrgh!
God, you look like shit, King. You look like an NES
Tail
sprite. Why do you have
destroyed!
like 3 colors on your sprite?
Oh, keep it up! Keep it up! God, he explodes into cubes like he's a yellow devil of some kind.
God, there
very
was so much
surprised.
slowdown there. There was like 2 FPS going.
I'm very surprised they didn't put that guy in Sonic Mania in any form. It would have been good if they did that.
God.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Make me take that piece of shit seriously. The other
Oh,
thing
your
is
friends
like,
are trapped alive. Free them.
oh, gamer commands. I think the reflections of Sonic are kind of creepy in a weird way.
Yeah.
Are you gonna freeze Sally Acorn? You better.
Whoop. I'm gonna use rewind. Oops, I accidentally hit the trigger there and rewound a little bit. That's a fun little cartoon sound. Oh, all these famous friends.
Purple Sally, slamming shot, hog wild.
So we got Bunny, and we got Sally, and we got Tails.
How did Tails get captured when he's the one who, like, flew the plane to get us here?
Well, we did, like, fall off the plane in the opening cutscene, didn't we?
I guess. Do you ever think about, like, how hard they went on, like... Well, really, Sonic Spinball is so weird because of how many strange things they decided to commit to here. Like, there was only, like, at this point, 2 levels that were, like, loosely based on pinball. And they decided to make that the entire game. But the other thing is...
Was that, like, a dog the size of the ones that get trapped in...
Was that Rotor, or was that on Antoine? It looked like a guy. It looked kind of purple. It might have been...
It just kind of looked like a dog version, like a dog equivalent of, like, a Flicky. Thank you. Someone just plays Help Me Marina. Which is very much the energy of this sequence.
Sonic looks so...
Oh, there was Rotor. That was Rotor.
Okay, so maybe the other one was just a fucked up Antoine, but you're probably right that it was like
some of them, there was one that was just like a Flicky, so...
Yeah, and there was like there was a second one that was also just like a Flicky, that was not the dog one.
Oh god, the horrible little Batman guys. I always thought those looked like Batman.
They do look like awful little Batman anti-Gijinkas, the opposite of a Gijinka.
Oh god, the song here sucks. It's so grating.
Ferret alarm!
Did we tell the famous story of how they included versions of Sonic 1 music in this, and then from executives at the launch party that those were licensed by Dreams Come True, and they did not have the license to use them in this game?
Yep, they had. That's it was the game over music and the title screen music were the like Sonic theme from those games.
Really bad rendition of it too, because the version 1.0 carts of it that shipped before they could, make new ones, still had that.
Yep, so we can hear that.
And they sound like absolute shit. They're using that really grating guitar synth, and it just sounds horrible.
Yeah, honest, bust door first. Busting door.
Bust door makes me feel good.
Honestly, I kind of feel like the title screen theme for this is like better than the Sonic 1 theme that they used. Like,
it was definitely better than their horrible rendition of it.
Yes, their rendition of it.
Oh no, my arms have once again been cursed.
Oh no!
I don't know why that keeps happening.
Eggman
is in my system.
Yeah, Eggman heard us talking shit.
I need to get Tails to counterhack for me.
Bust door makes me feel good.
Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, Jojo. Let me just check my settings on something real quick. And make sure that they are not trying to go to sleep on me. I don't know where that setting lives. Oh, there we go. There. The setting that makes some of my devices connected to my computer go to sleep was erroneously turned on. And some of those devices are important to rendering my physical body. So, let's see. Okay. I am once again... Hello. Hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright. I'm gonna play a little bit more Sonic Spinball.
Play it until you feel you don't want to anymore.
Yeah, I imagine that time is soon coming, but I wanted to see a little more of the second table first. I remembered how to beat the first table because I like figured it out as a kid, and it took me like so many months of like trial and error that I remembered most of it except for the part I needed to be reminded of. But
I do, like, at some point, I do want to bring up the Game Gear version of Sonic Spinball, if only because I think I've literally never seen it. I have no idea what it looks like, plays like, sounds like. I want to, like, experience that for the first time on stream.
Oh, Steam Arena. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever even, like, seen a screenshot of
same.
Of the Game Gear version.
I can, like, vaguely picture it in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is another thing where I'm like unsure about if it was a difference between like Europe and America, or if it was a difference between like Game Gear and Genesis. But like, there is like an entirely like different.
Oh, sorry. Someone played That Isn't Smoke. It's Steam.
No, I saw. That's a good one for that.
I love having that on my soundboard because Smoke and Steam both come up pretty often in video games.
That is true. What was I thinking about? I lost my train of thought. Closing drain plugs! Oh, right, the box art. The box art for one of the versions, one of the releases of Sonic Spinball, like, inexplicably, like, has, like, an entirely different, it's, like, entirely redone to have, like, the Japanese Sonic and Eggman design, like, the more traditional game versions.
Uh-huh.
And it's just really weird to see that and like lay it over the more well-known Sonic Spinball box art, which has like the Ugo Goblin versions of both of them.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it's also really funny that they went so hard on this idea of like the Vego Fortress. First of all, I don't know what that means. What the fuck is a Vego? Vego my ego.
Thank you. I was gonna say Lego my Vego. So.
But second of all, like, can you imagine, like, if that was, like, a concept they kept bringing back, like, Eggman keeps building new Vego fortresses like he does with a Death Egg all the time?
God.
Oh no, Tails, he's built a new Vego fortress, the Vego Fortress 2!
How am I supposed to actually, like, go to the left in that?
See, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to stop playing, but I also do kind of need to know how the fuck you're supposed to get those.
I also need to find out, and as soon as I do it, I'm done. Alright, I'm holding left and I'm hitting the, like, left flipper button, and... Oh, wait. If I fall back down in there? No. Okay.
Okay, hang on. Alright.
I might have to do something else to make it possible.
Oh god, the first walkthrough I brought up just stops at Toxic Caves and says coming soon for the rest.
Oh god.
Mood.
Someone wrote that coming soon in, like, 1997.
Probably. Alright, I'm going to GameFAQs, they can't let me down. Somebody fucking uploaded maps for level 3 and 4 to GameFAQs in 2019, so that's good on them, thank you. Alright, Lava Powerhouse. You know what? I'm going to just look at a fucking video of this because, like, the way they're talking about this is just like bounce off a cuck to go into the pipe, and that's what you're doing.
There might be a second, like, mechanism I have to do.
Alright, let's see. 9 years ago, uploaded by Sonic JGB. Wow, this music sounds like shit. It's the first time I'm actually hearing it for myself, because I've had this tributed. Bus door first.
Okay, so there, that, like, side path, like, just made me fall back down through the...
Oh.
I don't know if I need to, like... Oh, when you're in that tube, press buttons to shoot the pistons. Okay.
Huh?
Alright, let's see if I can get back in that tube. Oh my god, that sucks ass. Okay.
That's so
really
dumb.
bad.
That's like
Also, I
like
think when you're
worst.
unless you're in that column, your flippers don't actually affect those.
Yeah, like that clocks
Shoot
are
the
coming.
pistons, you must.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
worst.
you, Will.
Sorry, I talked over Will. That's like, but like the thing with those steam pipes is like that's like worse than the Carnival Night barrel to me.
Yeah. Like literally only if you were mashing buttons as you fell through that tube would you notice that like they did anything. Because that's the only place where your flipper buttons actually make that happen. Even if you're close to it, you have to be like actually inside the tube for it to happen. Alright, well I think that is absolutely enough of
But yeah, we
Sonic
know how you
Spinball.
get those.
So
I'm
we're gonna cross this one off the list. And something
Yes.
that I thought would be fun, I am gonna just leave this. Oh right, I turned off the pause when you leave the TV button. I'm just gonna load up Sonic 2, just let it play. So something that I kind of thought would be fun would be to, as we play Sonic games, to rank them. So kind of like how Retro Pals does their like platformer. I don't know if you watch Retro Pals or not, but they dig through all these obscure like ancient platformers, and they have this big spreadsheet of ranking all of the platformers that they've played in comparison to each other. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do that for all the Sonic games we play. So I think I know the answer, but what's your opinion? What goes on top between Sonic 1 and Sonic Spinball?
It's like hurting me physically to not like be actively contradictory, just to like start some shit. But it's Sonic 1 above Sonic Spinball.
I agree.
Obviously.
And I'm sure we'll probably find something that's worse than Sonic Spinball in this list.
Oh, for sure.
And
don't forget to note-
it's going to be close to the bottom probably. But
Don't forget to note that we're talking about the Genesis Mega Drive versions of both, because we are going to have to touch there are Game Gear slash Master System versions of both of those games, and we are going to have to play them.
yeah, and I am going to count, because those are ports of each other, so I'm going to count the 8-bit ones as identical.
Yeah,
Like,
yes,
they have
yeah.
minor differences, but they're like basically the same game. So yeah, there are. Zot asks, how far do we plan to go? So we're gonna try to play as many Sonic games as we can, not just mainline, like as many differing versions of as many different games, like spin-offs, you know, every weird little side series. We're gonna try to hit as much as we can over the course of Sonic's 30th anniversary year.
Yes, and like we're not gonna give everything like the complete treatment. Same situation as Sonic Spinball. Like if something gets miserable, we're gonna show off as much as I can.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like complete everything. Like I finished Sonic 1 because Sonic 1 is short, and I feel like completing the main games is important. Like,
Yes.
Things that I would consider a mainline Sonic game, I do want to play to the end, even stuff like, you know, 06 or whatever, but that's going to be fun, because I've never played Sonic 06.
Oh boy.
Yeah, also thank you for the follows, Zot and Lemka.
I think, yes.
Yeah, so I am going to play 06 for the first time at some point as part of this series, which means I need to actually, like, find a copy. They took it off the digital storefronts a long time ago. But I'm sure it's probably not very expensive on eBay. I feel like I checked, and it's only worth like $6 or something.
It was asked if we were going to touch Mario and Sonic Olympics, and I think we did bring this up and say like,
yes, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Yes, those count.
Yes,
those absolutely count. We're gonna play as many of those as we can. I'm still undecided on whether I'm gonna count the handheld versions of those as different. Also, there are some like iOS games that are probably gonna get skipped. Some because they are just gone forever. The others because they're just not really all that interesting to show.
Yeah, like there's not like I don't know like what kind of stream content we could possibly get out of Sonic Force's speed battle.
Right.
There's interesting things
Sonic
to talk
Forces,
about.
Sonic Forces, on the other hand,
Yes.
going to be doing at some point a full run through of Sonic Forces.
God, I wonder if anybody's ripped the like Tangle and Whisper models from the. I'm sure somebody has.
Yes,
from the
I've seen them.
games.
I've seen them on the Tower Unite. Steam
Oh
Workshop.
fuck yes! I wonder if you can like mod it to like have Whisper replace the like Sonic Forces buddy.
That would actually really own, and if that doesn't exist, like I could probably make that happen. Send me an IM that says put Tangle in Sonic Forces. As a note, and I will look into that, because if I can make that happen, or if someone else has already made it happen, that's absolutely preferable to like it was when Forces was coming out, it was like oh, they're giving you like a Sonic OC creator, except like not really. Like they're kind of like
dog they look more like Toontown NPCs.
Yeah, they look like Toontown characters, and it's really funny because like those kinds of characters then after that like became canon to the comics. Like you see them in the background of the comics all the time, but they're a type of design that like I don't think had appeared in anything else previously. Like they still more or less fit into the Sonic universe, but like you can't like
I would
make
also
something that really
say-
looks like a main Sonic character.
I would also say that like in the Sonic comics as they're going right now, like the like animal NPC creature characters like look pretty like Sonic-ish, like a lot better than the like Sonic Forces character creator characters do anyway. I do not like those like soulless Sonic Forces friends. They scare me.
Yeah, so we might mess with that character creator a little bit on stream, but yeah, if that Tangle mod exists, or if I can make it, then I think that sounds really fun to play Tangle as the buddy in Sonic Forces. Tangle the Lemur owns, by the way, if you don't know who she is, you should read the IDW comics.
Yes, please.
She owns. She's really good.
She's gay.
She has a wife who is a sniper wolf. Alright, so do we have anything else we want to talk about before we wrap this one up? I don't know exactly what we're gonna do next. We could do Sonic 2. I don't really want to give the impression that we're gonna do everything chronologically. I'm gonna like hop around. So it's probably just gonna be like wherever my mood takes me, honestly.
Yeah.
But I wanted to start with Sonic 1 for like, you know, the context of what started it all. So actually I might run through Sonic 2 and then 3 and Knuckles and CD. Actually, maybe we should do Sonic CD next. Let's do Sonic CD next, actually. Because,
sure.
Sonic 2 and Sonic CD are like diverging paths of evolution from Sonic 1. And I feel like people are way more familiar. Like, I didn't have a Sega CD growing up. I didn't know a single soul who had a Sega CD growing up. So I've only played Sonic CD like once in my life, like played it through once in my life, and I was an adult when that happened, so like I've seen very little of it actually. Like I didn't get like the good ending, like I didn't really spend much time going around exploring, so a lot of CD is going to be new to me.
Yeah, CD is like I have some complicated feelings about it. Like I do like it, but
CD is really, really ambitious also.
Yeah, it's very ambitious, and I don't know if it like super succeeds at everything it's trying to do. We'll talk about that more when we like get there, though. I don't want to like say everything I have to say about Sonic CD before we even play it.
Yeah. So let's say we'll do Sonic CD next. I'm gonna try and get on some kind of regular schedule because this series is gonna take many episodes to get through.
Yes.
Because there are like dozens and dozens of Sonic games that we want to cover. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna try and figure out how that works out with my life. I have a very weird personal schedule, as you can tell by the fact that I started streaming at midnight Pacific when I live in Pacific time. So,
but it's chill because you have me and I'm up at 5 a.m. at my time.
yeah, Evan is also a nocturnal.
I'm also a goblin.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna like purposely try and keep things at late night hours, but probably like later evenings is gonna be where things end up slotting out. So yeah, so next time we'll do Sonic CD, and that's gonna be really fun because I have very little knowledge of that game, and there's gonna be a lot for me to learn about it. So, yeah. Evan, do you have any parting thoughts? It's okay if you don't. I'm just giving you a chance.
Keep calm and Sonic on. That's my parting thought.
Wow. Words of wisdom to live by.
That's true. You will live and learn by those words.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Gamers farewells.